I was watching videos, YouTube videos about how to travel and see the whole of Thailand. And I was watching that video with Paddy Doyle. I really am a bit of a fan of his. And he's like, yeah, get out on these little scooters and see Thailand. But what he didn't mention is that it's really dangerous and you can come off. And I have...
Good morning, my friend. This me Jira. So the title that you see, right, when I back to work as a nurse, I think your guy will be shocked already that I already stopped to working at the real estate and then back to work at my nursing job. So no, actually I'm not finished real estate job, but I have two jobs, but I never tell you about that, right? Because that you know, right, the real estate job, like sometimes you make a lot of money and sometimes you make no money because you only earn from the commission. So I will get money only when they buy something from me. That's it. And of course it can be sometimes it have no money because the customer, right, they just came to see the house, see the condo. I take them around, drive them around like a taxi driver and never make the sale. And of course I have to do the nursing job also, like to give me some income, right? Because like you need some money for living cost, right? So because like to pay for the mortgage, to pay for the car, pay for my son, pay for food and so on. That's why I always so keep two jobs. So and today so it's about going to visit my patient. So it's one of my jobs. So and today so I dress up as a nurse. So this is we call RN nurse or registered nurse. So like RN nurse, like the qualification nurse that you have to study 4 years in university and get bachelor degree, and then you will get like register number. Of course you need to make the exam before you get it, yeah. And then you have the nursing license, I do have, and then that have to renew every 5 years. So this is my full uniform, formal uniform. This one when I was working in a very famous international hospital here in Thailand. So here we have this kind of uniform, so look very proper and so on. I think you guys still remember me. Okay, now let's go to visit my patient today. I will not mention that what she have problem, okay? So I want to surprise you. I will go visit my patient in her condo. So because instead of stay in the hospital, right, my patient have the choice that she can go out to stay in the condo or apartment, and her insurance pay for it, and also her insurance pay for the nursing also, that I support to visit her 2 times per day, in the morning and in the evening time. So you curious, right, what the problem that my patient will have? So follow me and we will go to visit her together. Now we get to the condo where the patient stay here, Ban San Pern condo in Hua Hin City Center. So beachfront condo. สวัสดีค่ะ Security guy let me in because remember me already. So now we going to drive to the basement. We drive to the basement and to parking, and we're going to go up to see the patient at her room. Come on, where is the parking for me? Turn right, turn left. You know, in the basement, no internet connection, no telephone connection too. I think we just park here, easier. So, okay, good. Okay. It's quite dark here in the basement parking for now. I got my stop saw and then I'm going to see her. Let's go. Now it's the basement parking and let's go up here by elevator and we will go up to 6th floor. Wait a moment and I'll get in elevator for 6th. Good morning, Victoria. How are you doing today?
I feel a bit tired, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
Can I sit here?
Yeah, go ahead. Right. I took those tablets that you told me yesterday, the sleeping tablets, so I slept about 4 hours, so it's kind of good,
Okay, and today I'll visit my patient Victoria from England.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Victoria, can you tell me like what happened? What happened to you?
Oh yeah, this is my first time in Thailand, and I was basically making a whole plan beforehand. I was watching videos, YouTube videos about how to travel and see the whole of Thailand, and I was watching that video with Paddy Doyle. I really am a bit of a fan of his, and he's like, yeah, get out on these little scooters and see Thailand, but what he didn't mention is that it's really dangerous and you can come off. And I have a collapsed lung, and I have 4 stitches to my face, and this happened about a month ago. I was in hospital for like 18 days, and I convinced them to get me a nurse that I can be an outpatient. So now I'm in rented accommodation, trying to get better so that I'm fit to fly, because basically I've got stitches down the side here, collapsed lung, about 11 broken ribs, and I grazed all my leg down here. And this is, it's been a long journey, so be careful on those scooters, man. It's dangerous out there.
Paddy, right? You follow Paddy?
Yeah, Paddy Doyle. He's really cool. He's I enjoyed watching his videos.
Yeah, very dangerous to go by motorbike in Thailand. I can say that also everything can happen to you. So, but luckily you still okay.
Yeah, I'm still fine.
Can I see your here a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Where is the puncture lung?
This is where they put the tube in between my ribs.
Yes.
Because I have a collapsed lung, and they had to drain a lot of blood off of me.
Yeah.
So I was in hospital for like, I think it was 18 days in total.
Yes.
But then I said, really, I want to get out. Driving me crazy. So here I feel a little bit freer. At least I'm in an Airbnb, and I met this lovely lady. She speaks perfect English, and after 3 weeks nearly of just all the nurses speaking Thai, it's really nice to have someone that speaks English taking care of me.
Her problem, right? Because she said she have here in medical we will say hemothorax, right? That you have like fracture of your rib. Normally, like if you have 1 or 2 fracture in your rib, if nothing happen, it's not puncture to your lung, then you don't have to do anything. But her case, she said 11, right? 11 rib broken. That's why she got puncture in her lung, and then they have to put like ICD, the kind of tube to drain it. It's very painful, yes, of course, and of course, very serious problem. That's why she need to have the nurse come to visit her like 2 times a day to check that she's okay or not. And today we will clean the wound here. She have here laceration wound in her knee, and also we will clean the wound there later also. And the most important, right, by this case, right, breathing exercise. Of course, you will wondering why I have to come here and training like someone to breathing, because it's the part of here, right? So your chest get trauma, and like after chest surgery, right, you become trauma and very painful and hard to breathing. Normally, like you maybe can walk. She said she hiking, go to the mountain. She's so active. So, and then the first day when she came out from the hospital, she tried to walk. How long?
Oh, I just walked like for 6 minutes, and it felt like I'd walked 15 kilometers, and I've like done really hardcore sports. Like last year I climbed the volcano in Tenerife, and I do swimming, and I'm super sporty. So the most I can do, and I felt a bit strange because I'm walking along the beach with her the other day. She's holding my hand. I said it's a bit weird, like a romantic couple holding hands and walking along the beach. But seriously, she had to hold me so that I don't fall down. So it's really hard to kind of like properly take deep breaths, and I've got to build my lung up well enough so I can fly home. So yeah.
Okay. And of course we have to check the oxygen, right? That oxygen okay or not, that her lung is okay and no problem, right? Normal it will be like 95 to 100. Today 98, very good. Wow, 98 to 99 by sitting. I think it's very good because yesterday we have like 97. And of course we have to continue checking the blood pressure also to check her condition. Can I check your blood pressure, please?
And they also give me this patch that they put on me. What's that patch called? It stops the pain.
Fentanyl. She got like the kind of painkiller here, the pad that have called fentanyl, right, to release the pain. Do you remove already or put the new one?
Yeah, a new one on. I think it lasts about 3 days, but I was really scared because I looked on the internet and it said it's like 100 times stronger than heroin. So I was asking whether that's actually safe. I'm like, my God, like it stopped the pain, but I'm worried that I'll get withdrawals once I come off this stuff. So
because like can get a lot of side effect from that pad also. That but it's okay that you
it stopped a lot of it stopped a lot of the pain. It's made me able to move and do some of the movement exercises.
133 to 79. Your blood pressure is good today. A little bit high, a little bit exciting today. And then of course we have to listen the lung. Listen the lung. Okay. So, and we have this one also, spirometer, right? That here, this one 600, 900,000, 200 milli cc, right? Here that she have to exercise, like exercise breathing, right? Can you try 10 times, right? It's similar at the balloon.
Like a balloon, air balloon. I'm very competitive, and the first time I tried this in the hospital, I could only get the first ball about halfway, and then the second. But I was told to if I get 3 balls up, they'll give me a tube with five in it. But that was just a joke. Apparently, there's only 3 balls you can do. So I'm very competitive. Let's try and get the 3 balls up. Did it?
One, really good.
It kind of makes me lightheaded doing this because it's making my lungs kind of fill up, and I get really lightheaded when I start doing these deep breathing exercises. So they're not my favorite things to do, but apparently it's gonna help me in the future.
And we also provide her oxygen cannula, right? And this is oxygen generator that can produce the oxygen cannula from 1 liter to 5 liter, and we keep it from her just in case, right, in the night time for emergency. If she have like she hard to breathing, something like that, we have to make sure she have something like she have oxygen and so on, and she can use to support her sometime, right? So and now we will make the wound, clean the wound. nearly done already.
Yeah, it's loads better. It was like all the way out here before, and it's like shrunk. And they've been giving me some special cream to get rid of the scarring, to make sure it doesn't scar too much.
She's worried about scar.
Yeah, that was more worried. I didn't realize I had a punctured lung and all these ribs broken. I went to a government hospital to start with, and that was really scary. And oh my God, they just sent me out of there after one x-ray saying I'm fine. I spent a night alone in a hotel. I was really scared. I phoned my insurance and they said, go to a proper hospital, go to like a private hospital, you have the insurance. And I'm glad I did, because they found that I'd got a punctured lung and all these ribs broken, and it was very serious. So, but then after like 3 weeks in a hospital with Thai nurses not speaking any English, and them all being pretty ugly, to be honest, it's nice. Sorry, but it's nice having someone speaking English who's funny, friendly, has a sense of humor.
I did not pay her to say that.
No. But even me as a normal woman, say it's nice to have a lady that's kind of got a sense of humor. And
I can tell you, I have another colleague who come to visit her. She cannot speak very good English, and she said no.
No, I sent her away. I said I've had 3 weeks of people not understanding me and not understanding English, and after a while the singy sound of the Thai language, like ha ha ha, I was like no, I said no way. I said I only want English speaking nurse.
Yeah, and she is very surprised also, like she get to know me more, right? And then I said I have YouTube channel also, Victoria, and I selling real estate and so on, and then she really curious, and then she have a look. And then you said you saw my video before, right?
Yeah, I was doing like all my research, watching Paddy Doyle and watching this other guy, what's his name? Retired working for you, that's it. And I'm like, actually, I remember the video because I like looking at condos and how much they are out here, and just generally nosy about Thailand because I've never been there before. And to me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but all Thai people look the same. So when I saw her, I'm like, she looks familiar, but I'm thinking, oh, she just looks like all Thai people. They're all like the same. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really know her. But then she told me about this. I'm like, oh, yeah. Then maybe something in my head recognized it. And oh, that's so funny. I told her, you have to do a video and show what you do. Don't be quiet about like the situation. You're out here and you're trying to sell condos and not selling any, and you're having to take care of, I don't know, stupid Westerners like me that are crazy and fall off of bikes. So I said, come on, let's show them what you're doing right now and to survive out here, because COVID has left this country devastated. My God. I mean, I know everywhere's been affected across the world, but in Thailand, it being a third world country, they don't have any backup. So if you haven't got work, you don't get support from the government like in Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough out here, really. And I've seen it. I was in a government hospital. Oh my God, I was so scared. And I was like, thank God my insurance would pay for me to go to a private hospital, and that my insurance paid for her to come and take care of me. I'm like, I'm grateful to be alive. I really am. So yeah, Paddy Doyle, you should have given that with a warning, this whole scooter business. It was fun, but damn dangerous. The brakes on my thing didn't work very well, and yeah.
Okay.
You told me about these plasters. They're different than normal bandages.
Yeah, this one like will absorb like the discharge from your wound, right? And this is very special and expensive than normal plaster, right? And you can leave it like 2 to 3 days, so you don't have to re-dressing again. So, but in case if it's getting wet, then we have to change.
Okay.
So.
And I'm using, like, normally you have these in nice fancy hotels, these shower caps that you put over your head to protect your hair from getting wet. I'm actually breaking them up a bit and using them to protect my leg from getting wet when I'm in a shower. So that's one little tip if you do have an injury. Yeah.
And what you doing for job in your?
In my country. Well,
if I could ask,
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm half German, half English, but I was born in England, so I live in Germany, and I do. I go to people's houses and organise their house, and do online coaching how to get their houses organised. So. If they've got a messy wardrobe, I tidy that up, or if they've got a cellar, normally I get stuck in the cellar helping them organize and
Uh-huh.
tidy, getting rid of all their junk, or if they're
wow.
moving house, help them to pack. So it's a very physical job, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, so now I'm kind of like stuck because I've got all the, I
Yeah.
can't, my doctor says minimum 6 weeks to recover, and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen when I go home, but we'll see.
Yes, it's very interesting job, right? She told me I go to wardrobe or somewhere. I never hear this kind of job, and I said really, and I can't believe what she doing, right? She had to be very like creative to go to my wardrobe to tell, have to get rid of this, do this, something like that. You like to travel alone also, right?
Yeah,
You tell me.
I always travel alone because you get to meet the most interesting people. I met a famous author, I've met all sorts of interesting people, a trainee doctor when I was traveling, I've like all sorts of different people. When you're on your own and travel alone, you meet really interesting people because you have more opportunity to meet them.
Yes.
So I've had like a really good time in Thailand. This is just the last week this happens, and yeah, not the best part. But I went in her car and I got, my God, she needs an organizer. Her car is like, she was so embarrassed because we asked that we get driven to the hospital for my checkup, and she wasn't expecting that. I looked in her car, I mean, she's got all sorts of stuff. She needs, she needs her own like personal organizer, man.
Yeah, it's very messy sometimes because I'm not expecting someone to come in my car, and I said, oh, give me 1 minute. And you also single also?
Yeah, I'm a nightmare. I'm bossy because I'm always like, tidy this up and put this here. So
Single same as me also.
It's like we're hopeless, you know. I'm hopeless because I'm too bossy. Like, you need to keep it organized and you do that. Like,
Or maybe we just talk too much.
oh, that too. We're a pair of talkers, that's for sure.
Wow. So now the wound done. And then we will do this later.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we will dressing the wound on her chest, right? That we have mentioned that she have hemothorax, and then got operation to get like ICD, right? ICD called intercostal drainage, right? So okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
So I will remove and we will clean this wound. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this has like been pinching me. It's in a really delicate area, so like it's been a bit sore the last few days. So I'm glad that she's changing the wound, to be honest, today.
Hurt? Any hurt?
Yeah, stinging a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, being in the hospital for 3 weeks was just awful. I'm so happy to be here. Now I've got like this Airbnb, I've got a nurse that comes twice a day. It's like, oh, thank God. I mean, I was in that hospital one night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I could not feel my hands or my feet. I've got bad circulation normally anyway, but then with over 2 liters of blood drained from my body, I wake up, the air conditioning is not working, it's always freezing there, even if it's set at 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I wake up, I phone my mother, I'm crying my eyes out, like I haven't done that since I was like 8 years old, panicking. And my mum's going, oh, you're just having a panic attack. I'm like, no, I'm not. They had these really thin sheets, like this towel here, and I was really cold and I couldn't feel anything. And luckily enough, I managed to communicate with the nurses that don't really speak very good English to say, turn the air conditioning off and get me another blanket. So I think that could have saved my life, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty tough, but this is scary. This is really scary being on your own as a traveller halfway across the world. First time I've been to Thailand, so right now I'm so happy, that I'm in this position where I'm actually able to rest and sleep. You get no rest in hospitals, do you?
I can't imagine that. Yeah. And by dressing this wound, right, we have to use like a sterile technique that the wound not get infected. So now look okay. So you can see, right, the cloth, like the wound, the stitch is about 3 centimeter, and then they leave some part about 1 centimeter to be open, right, because they want to drain some of abscess from your wound. And then the wound will hiding maybe within 2 weeks.
So it should heal in about 2 weeks.
Approximately, yeah.
Do you think there'll be a big scar there, or?
No,
Okay.
a little bit.
I'm very vain.
You
Like,
worry?
I had 4 stitches, one underneath my chin and one in my eyebrow. And I was more worried about that when I went to the first to the hospital than worrying about if I'd got a broken bone inside of me.
And then we will put with the plaster. This is waterproof. Okay, Victoria, today everything is okay, the wound is okay, blood pressure is okay, and oxygen is good. And then if something happened during the day, like you feel uncomfortable or something wrong, you always can call to me anytime, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And I will come to visit you again today at 5 o'clock, okay?
5 o'clock, yeah.
And today we can go to walk on the beach, exercise there together.
Okay. And
Okay.
you're going to be holding hands with me again on the beach because it's so embarrassing.
You want me to wear a nurse uniform again?
No. Please just bring your sportswear because it's embarrassing enough walking around hand in hand with
because
down
you
the
know
beach.
sometimes I come with my like normal clothes or sport clothes when we go to walk on the beach because I don't want she to feel like, oh, I'm patient, I come with a nurse. You do something like that.
Yeah, but the walking actually is helping them, and I'm getting a little bit further each day, so that's really breathing exercises, moving my chest and doing all the different exercises.
Yes.
That's really kind of been helping me slowly. This is going to be a slow process, and I'm an impatient person, but yeah, I really appreciate your help. I really do. Thank you.
Okay. See you again.
See you at 5. Yeah. See ya. Kokunka.
Okay guys, thank you to watching my video. If you like to support me, support my channel, please like and share this video for me, and also subscribe my YouTube channel, okay? And again, thank you Victoria that you allow me to make the video and tell about the story of yours. And again, so please be careful when you're driving the motorbike in Thailand, okay? So I have to go now, so take care guys, be safe and be healthy. See you soon. Bye bye. สวัสดี